if you're new here, hey girl, hey. This is Boss Vision, where I share with you everything you need to know about making candles. And in today's video, I have an exciting candle business review. I've been making and selling candles for 5 years. Today, I'll be using all of that experience to share with you all a full candle business review of So Serene Candle Co. Make sure you take notes so that you can improve your own candle business, because I'm breaking everything down from their website, packaging, to burn performance, to even their social media strategy. I have a P.O. box. You can send candles to Boss Vision at 14900 Avery Ranch Boulevard, Suite C200, PMB 1078 in Austin, Texas, and that zip code 78717. Super complicated. It's linked in the description. It's pinned in the comments, but definitely send me your candles and I'll give you my honest opinion. I actually will not be reviewing this as a customer, but actually as an expert at candle making. If you need one-on-one coaching, you can sign up here for us to go through your specific business together and how I can help take it to the next level. Or if you just want some quick recipes, sign up for patreon.com/bossvision and gain access to all the wax and fragrance secrets. If you need self-guided learning, then I definitely recommend you grab an ebook here or the entire bundle, girl. Just make sure you're set up for success. Okay guys, when I tell you this box was secured properly, it was secured properly. So there is so much tape. Honestly, I recommend grabbing some custom tape. You can get that down below. Definitely important to have your logo on the outside of the box. So as I was opening this up, fighting for my life, I noticed that it was perfectly organized. So shout out to you, So Serene, for having everything perfectly organized in this mailer box. Looks like the peanuts and this beautiful note were all constructed together. I definitely recommend getting larger candle care cards and having that with an incentive at the front. That way there's a discount for your customers to come back. You always want them to come back. So when I took the candles out, I was very pleasantly surprised that nothing came broken. Everything was perfectly intact, just because she used the right grass type of paper that helps with preventing cracking. So you're on the right track there. And I love how the blue's blue and then the strawberry's red. It's like you really took the time to notice those details, and it really goes a long way. So I love the jars, I love the packaging, and yeah, definitely excited to see how these candles smell and how your website looks. Looking at your website here, I do see a lot of potential just reviewing your understanding of branding. You do have your homepage set up with your collection clearly, and then your products listed, and then the collection available to select, and even the gift cards. That's a great resource. The catalog piece, that is a great piece. I would recommend changing it from catalog to all products, because it just seems more enticing. A lot of times users like to hear all product. Your contact here is a great resource. Just having it as your sign up here. Definitely recommend increasing the likelihood of getting form sign up by offering an incentive beyond 10%. I think like having a free gift with purchase would be great as far as a clear call to action. Frozen cup candles. So I was wondering why all of the scents were so fruity. So I guess it does seem to be nostalgia around frozen ice cream. I love that. That's so beautiful. And okay, I see 100% coconut wax. Amazing that you mentioned that. You should also mention more about each fragrance, what they mean and why. Just reviewing the spa collection, I see you've leveraged AI for the product photos. I would recommend going into IKEA and actually using their backgrounds. It looks more realistic and your product won't look like it's been placed in an AR background. You can also go outside. Here's a great example. So while I don't really like her, I do like her website here. It looks like she uses Shopify as well and does the 10% off. But as you can see with her product photos, they're taken outside, which is something I often recommend you guys to do. It's a very low cost option to get very bright pictures. So 10 out of 10 recommend that. Back to your website here, I see you have a spa collection and a frozen cup collection. On this homepage here, we need to feel more. I feel nothing. I just feel like you created this and you're just getting started and you're sensitive about it. So I'm, as a customer, not confident in you. I don't trust you. I don't feel like you got me, you know? And I'm looking at her website. I feel like she's decided to try to be more aggressive with the fonts, try to be more aggressive with why. Like, why are we doing this? You know, like, what is the purpose? So this is more so a certain niche for her. So it's important for you to identify your niche. Like, it seems that you want to reach nostalgia, which is something that a lot of other brands do. Heard of Memory Box Candle Co. She has the same nostalgia vibe there. So I definitely recommend that you leverage more inspiration from her website here, just in terms of having a reason why, like About Us could be really beneficial. Looks like she focuses on a similar niche as yours. She's sharing more about her process. So I see your categories here don't include an About Us. So just having an About Us would be my number one recommendation just to start. And then a landing page as like a launch for a bundle, like a countdown for your customers to access a bundle. Bundles do really well when it comes to if you have a large collection. So let's say you have the frozen cup candles. Each frozen cup candle is sold at $22. So you could take $2 off each candle and do a full bundle where your customers will gain access to all of these for just $80. It sounds like a lot to you, but when it comes to customers, they're like, 80 for all four. Heck yeah. It's just something psychologically. So definitely recommend doing that. But yeah, let's check out your Instagram. Okay, awesome. So it looks like you're just getting started here. I am happy that you have this description here: luxury handmade candles, nostalgic scents you'll love, clean, non-toxic soy wax. Shop the collection here. So on your website, I think it says coconut soy wax, and here it says soy wax. So that can be misleading. Yeah, so here I see coconut soy, but then on your website, I see, or on your Instagram, I see just soy. It's important to have those aligned so that your customers can trust you and they know that you only sell a certain type of wax. And then I do love where you're going with this as far as your candles have you began to do reels. That is a great resource for blowing up your social media. It looks like you've gotten a lot of views. Well, a few views. You can get more views if you use my methods on Patreon. Patreon.com/bossvision has a lot of information around how to do this properly. So let's look at this one and just go through it. Don't be afraid to shine. The world needs your light, right? You could really type this in to ChatGPT and say, ChatGPT, I want to create you could literally, here's just an idea. I mean, if you want to do one-on-one coaching, we could certainly go through more, but an idea would be to literally go through and have this quote, like act it out, like have your child, a lot of people do really well with having their child say affirmations out loud. Like, you are calm, you are confident, or like, I am confident, I am strong, I am successful, I am creative, I will be successful, right? Him saying all of that while your candle is burning right there on the bathroom counter, right? That type of stuff. And then you need a description here. Like, you have to really think about Instagram and Facebook as search engine optimization, like SEO. Really think about it from that perspective, Yeah, because all of this information, no one would know this just by clicking on your Instagram. They would just see these stock photos with font and click away because they're like, what? The best way to build this up is to do trending ideas like that, like affirmations from a child or more. It's a very adorable little helper here that you could use as far as your content to connect to nostalgia. So a lot of parents want to, live again as a child, like with that memory of the ice cream truck running outside and grabbing ice cream. So just having a candle with that concept could significantly help. But yeah, definitely an area of opportunity for you here with content planning. If you need help with that, you can do one-on-one coaching with me. So I think it's great that you do have everything set up, but I would recommend stories. So Monica has a few, but I can show you mine so you can just see. Here's my candle business page. So as you can see here, I rarely post because I've spent most of my time coaching y'all. But in the past, I was doing really well. Like, I was posting consistently and I got more likes and more people just based upon that. When it comes to when I was doing this full time, I was doing quite well. But yeah, the main thing was reels. Reels did really well for me. Like, if you're in the video, you get more views. See, like if I'm in it, I get more views, right? So just from there, I recommend having like your resources, reviews, behind the scenes, shipping, facts and questions, packaging, and candle care readily available. Definitely a great resource for you there. If you needed help with that, I can certainly walk you through that in coaching. But this looks like a great video, like you were doing well sitting down and talking. So maybe if you do a candle of the week each week, that could help. And you put pack and ship orders with me. Rather than just start with pack and ship orders, explain something, like share a reason why you made that candle, or the candle that your best-selling candle, exposing my best-selling candle and why. These type of things make people resonate more with you. All right, let's see if we can access your Facebook. Okay, so you don't have Facebook. I definitely say you need Facebook. It helps with you ranking higher on Google. And then you said you have YouTube. So I don't know if you know this, but you could use YouTube to actually promote your business. Like YouTube Shorts do really well if you put like pound shorts. Like this should be in your tags. It doesn't matter who you are, whatever. It will go viral. So that's definitely something to consider. You're also supposed to really focus on, is this Shopify? I don't know if this is Shopify. Yeah, Powered by Shopify. So you can add a product to your shorts. I want to show you a short, I guess. Let's see if I can show you one from me. Okay, so shorts. Let's even go to a popular one. This one's really popular.
So nobody's going to tell you that replacing...
Right here, you can view products. This is all on my Shopify. So I've been making sales from this 14,000 likes, 400,000 views on this short, because everybody's buying things from this ebook, from this area here. Definitely recommend adding your Shopify to your shorts and using my method for creating shorts. Since I began to burn the candle, and what I've noticed is that it is the right wick. Well, in all transparency, the burn is a bit high, the flame is a bit high, and it's incredibly clogged. I can tell that either you use coconut wax or soy coconut, and either way you have too much fragrance. So with soy wax, it's important to use a bit less fragrance. It's like science, or like baking if you think about it. When you bake a cake and you're using some sort of flour, eggs, and you wanted to add sugar, you don't want to overpower the cake with sugar, because then it won't be like, it won't taste like anything. It'll just taste like sugar. It's intolerable. So you have to have a balance. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but basically what I'm really trying to say is you have too much fragrance in there. I think you have a higher percentage. I would recommend, if you're using coconut soy, to melt the wax to 180 degrees Fahrenheit. Wait about, I don't know, until it gets to 160, and then add your fragrance and stir that for 2 minutes. If you're gonna go coconut soy, you don't have to preheat. If you go straight soy, I recommend preheating your jars, and that is why I don't use soy, because it takes too much work. These are all the things that I would do to make my candle smell strong. I don't know how other people make soy candles and don't do that, but also from there I'm using between 8 and 10%. Like, I'm doing less fragrance because I know that soy molecules combine faster, so I don't want to burn off. I don't want it to be too much fragrance. It's hard to explain, but it is what it is. I'll insert some more science here. Overall, I would give your candle more of like a 6 out of 10. You do need some work with your recipe. Everything else, as far as the packaging and the jars, are beautiful. The labels can be improved. They do look a bit less luxury. So if you're selling a $20 candle, and I'm looking at the $20 candle, knowing that I can go to Walmart and get a $5 candle, I need to have you have a custom high quality sticker. It can't be a font that you just thought, oh, that's kind of pretty. You gotta really try. The harder you try, the more results you get. Think about when you are like building up furniture. You can't just close your eyes and just hope all the pieces fall together. You have to do trial and error. Make sure you find the right piece. You have to make sure you do it right and give it some energy, some effort, right? I definitely recommend waking up in the morning and starting off with motivational motivational videos on YouTube. I'll link some down below. Obviously praying. Prayer shifts your environment. Prayer. Jeremiah 33 verse 3, call unto me and I will tell you and even show you wondrous things you cannot even imagine. God will give you insight into what you need to do next for your business, surpassing just feedback from another candle maker. Let's take it a step further. Dedicate 30 minutes every single day to getting better at your business. It's not gonna be like, oh, because a lot of people do this thing. Oh, so annoying. Like, if you know you need to eat less food and you need to exercise to be skinny, people, these are the only two things. That's it. People will complicate it so much by saying, oh, I need a trainer. Oh, I need a nutritionist. Oh, I need to take a certain pill. Oh, I need to get some shots so I won't eat. Oh, I cannot restrict myself. All of these little things that we say to ourselves to talk ourselves out of the easiest route. The easiest route is not necessarily the most interesting, but it's the way to success. And people say you got to get out of your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is complicated. Once you simplify things, that's where you succeed. Simplify means just completely just showing up every day. Just show up for your business a minimum of 30 minutes every single day, willing to take trainings, willing to make a mistake, willing to look stupid, be vulnerable, and that's where you'll win. I hope this video was helpful. Your note really inspired me. I love that you mentioned God, because God, with as an entrepreneur, you don't have God, you don't have a good business. You don't have a business intended for God. And all these corporations that we work for, all of these corporations that we listen to as far as music, are set up to keep us bound. So when you break a curse, when you break out of those chains of rules, people telling you what to do, people trying to give you validation you didn't even ask for. I go through it all the time. I'm like, I'm doing stuff boldly because I'm just that girl. People are like, I approve of that, but I wasn't checking for your approval. I was just doing it. When you break through that, it requires a lot of God, a lot of prayer, a lot of intercession, fasting, and intentional action. So I hope this video was inspiring. Comment down below what you thought. Praying all the best for So Serene Candle, and I'll see you guys in my next video. If you want to know more about praying the best for So Serene Candle, oftentimes we run into the scenario of having a very strong testimony leading us to a successful business. Speaking of a testimony, if you want to know my exact testimony, how I was delivered from witchcraft into God, then definitely watch the next video. I'll be giving you my honest experience with all of that. Glow burn. It's a pretty average wick for this jar. I wish you would have shown me your recipe, your specs and stuff, because I can tell you what to change. So right now I get no throw. Like, I'm smelling it, and if I come close to it like this, I smell strawberry. But right here, also nothing, and it's a very small room. What's going on now is that you have a strong cold throw over no hot throw. Classic soy coconut problem, and here's how to fix it. Okay, number one could be your cure time. Oftentimes with candle makers, if you cure your candle too fast, you get excited, then you get a strong cold throw and no hot throw. It's soy. Soy needs to be cured for 2 weeks. It's just science. Giving it more time to really connect will allow a stronger throw around the room. My guess though is that it's your temperature of fragrance and the fragrance load. I think you're adding too much fragrance. You're at probably 10%, and maybe you need to go down to 8% because it's a smaller jar. So in your case, it would be like filling the jar up 6.5 ounces with the wax and then like 0.5 ounces of fragrance. Try that recipe and let me know what you think. But here's the full recipe. You need to heat it to 180, wait till 160 to add your fragrance, stir for 2 full minutes slowly, then slowly pour it, and then cure it for a full 7 days minimum, and then you'll be able to determine if it worked. Most likely to work. It's a really good fragrance. I think you probably got this fragrance from Makesy. It smells like a Makesy scent. Comment down below what it is, but yeah, I hope that recipe works for you. Most likely it will. Typically that does. Make sure your house is at about 70 degrees when you make candles. It's gonna be a little bit hotter in your house when you make candles because soy, it cures so fast. Like, you do not want it to cure before the fragrance gets to marry the wax. So make sure your house is a little bit warmer as well. Hope this was helpful. Okay, I will see you, girl. Comment down below, y'all, what y'all think of So Serene. All right, bye.